Oh my goodness. I have been reading all of your comments. Wow, it's been that long, hasn't it? So, what's up, you guys? It's been forever. I've missed you all. Um, a lot has changed in life. I hope you all are doing well. I hope that coronavirus isn't really bad in your area. I hope everyone is healthy and all that good stuff. But yeah, leave it to me to be muted for a good 3 minutes. I have missed you guys so much, though, and I did go back and read all your comments what time I was muted, of course. Hey, Chastity. So I'm just going to say hey to everybody now. Sorry about that. Like I said, it's been forever. I actually stayed away so long that I've got to redo all of my stuff. But that's fine because when I started this channel, I wasn't monetized. I was just doing it because of the passion that I had for it. And, after meeting all of you and bringing attention to cases that I feel need that attention or need a spotlight. And the Gabby Petito case is absolutely that. It has a lot of attention right now. But there's never too many people because we could figure out something totally different and it completely, change things for her family. Let's see. Hi, Mama Bear. How are you? Hey, Aussie. But yeah, so I've been away for quite some time. I mean, Sadie and Aiden's birthday just passed. If you guys remember last year, you guys were sending Sadie birthday wishes, and you really made her day. I really, honest to goodness, I didn't see myself just coming back. But I can tell you this. I'm not doing it because I need money. I'm not doing it for any wrong reasons whatsoever. And I don't even have to think about the money aspect of it because I'm just doing it to be doing it. I'm only here because I felt that like tug at my heart again to do so. And I've been, looking over all of the information that I currently have on the Gabby case, which I've been looking at it. I mean, since everyone first started seeing it, on the news and on YouTube, just like way back when, when we all became so intertwined with the Watts case. I feel that same passion towards this case, different in a different way, but it's there. And I think that that's the right way to go about it, if you get what I'm saying. I just really hate that such a precious, beautiful young girl lost her life. You know what I mean? Anytime someone loses their life, it's an awful, awful thing, and it happens so much every day. But she, like in so many of the other cases that we all became so attached to, she has that personality. She has that something, that just absolutely draws us all in. And, we've got the body cam footage. We've got the YouTube. We've got all of this information coming out, even through like your normal, like day-to-day media, those media outlets are even, kind of talking about some of the things that normally they don't talk about. But yes, you guys, I'm glad to be back. This video will just kind of be going over, what's been going on and, what I want to touch on today about the Gabby Petito case and what my theory as of right now is on where Brian possibly could be. I have like 3 different scenarios that I keep bouncing back and forward on. And I want to hear your opinions, like what you guys think. Maybe we completely have different thoughts, but, we brainstorm together, and that's just always been the thing here for us to do. C Paige, glad to see you back. Well, thank you guys. Like I said, I'm really glad to be back. And in the normal, Brittany mind frame, like I said, I think maybe one of the last times that I've done a video, it can be so overwhelming, and I'm really, like, I've been through a lot. So it takes a lot to get me down or whatever, right? And I think it was really myself. Like I let myself down, if that makes sense. So, but so here we go. When was the first time you guys? Oh, I love you too, but buddy. Mwah, told you I was going to do a video today. I bet you really didn't think I would. But guys, think back when the first moment you seen either on YouTube or some other form of media or from a friend, when you found out about this new case. And what your initial thoughts were of this case. Did you first get the feeling like that Brian had something to do with it? I think we all did. But I have heard other people say that they don't think that he did it, which I find really, really hard to believe with the random flights back and forth, just all this secrecy. Here, the Florida police were supposed to have their eyes on him and know where he was, but yet they let him get out of their sight, and his car end up at a park, and there's a letter and just all these random things. Then you got this lawyer that is doing all the talking, and it seems almost as if maybe at times like he has spoken to Brian, which that's just a theory, obviously. But when you look back at it, it just seems pretty sketchy, right? Let's see. I swear you're not going live for months. Drove most of us insane. Laugh out loud. Glad to see you back. Oh, well, I missed you guys very much. Um, I miss making my little videos like I did when I first started, just putting the information together, making my points, editing it, down nice and neat, and it, just being full of what needs to be said, right? Because lives can sometimes get out of control when you are bubbly like me and you want to connect with other people and be friends and help other people's stuff. But that's what we're back here for. That's what I'm here for now. I'm passionate. I'm ready to go. I'm driven. And I want to put my stamp on this and do as much as I can to help. Oh, wow. Brittany is back. He did it, in my opinion. Why lawyer up before she was exactly Mama? Mama knows best. That's right. In my opinion, I mean, he's the only suspect. Um, where they found her body, I'm sure you guys seen her stepfather, how he had made that beautiful rock like cross there right where her body would have laid. He had asked specifically, which way her head was, and he put that in there and just with all of his love. And they talked about the rainbows and the double rainbows, that they saw, and that, Gabby loved rainbows, and that it was like a sign from her. Glad to see you back, Brittany. Thank you, Emma Edwards. Like I said, I'm so glad to be back. I like another thing that I really want to make, apparent. Obviously, it's sad that in this field, when you're into true crime and helping with the media of murders and such, that someone has to pass away, that someone loses their life. But just like every other job, there has to be someone to do these things, right? And it does something for me to be able to do something for other people, and it's something that I'm so passionate about. Tell Moose I said hello, Chastity. But let me get on track, you guys. So we know that Brian Laundrie made really random flights back and forth. We didn't know that. It seemed as if maybe, I'm sure the FBI knew, but they're not going to give us information that doesn't need to be given. And a lot of, hang on, guys, just 1 second. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, you guys. But back to what I was saying. Somebody I think might want to say hello to you guys too. Come here, Sadie, real quick, while I bounce off topic.
Hey.
Long time no see, right?
Yeah. Sorry, I look like a piece of turd.
You do not. Don't talk like that. You look cute though. Tell them how old you are now.
I'm 10 years old. I turned 10 on the 6th.
All right. Go have fun. We let's see. Hey, now can't be cutting this off by that. Sorry, you guys. Try not to do that very much. I don't even remember where I was at exactly, but so here he made these trips back and forth. The dates are just kind of cluttered because obviously his family don't want to. They don't want to give it out, right? Like they don't want to give their son away, but he committed murder, and this beautiful young lady lived in their home and was a part of their family. If their son done something that cruel, he needs help. I mean, he's not safe to be around normal people. You know, he's not safe for society, right? But yeah, just looking at it, you know, there's no other suspects. But I think this is my theory on obviously the flights back and forth. Besides the fact that I think he maybe, this is my theory again, called his parents and was freaking out, you know, trying to make it seem as if Gabby done something when obviously she could have done nothing to deserve what's happened. Like we've talked before, there's absolutely no reason to take somebody's life for anything silly, for any of the arguing. You know, that's just it's just absolutely disgusting. That's the devil, right? And here, you know, on this body cam footage, everybody, I've seen a lot of, you know, that other side. There's always that other side saying, oh, he seems so nice and quiet. But as we all know, usually it's the ones that want to seem nice and quiet and perfect that are completely friggin' insane, right? Right. Brian joked about stealing the cop's radio so that he'd go to jail instead of Gabby. Not quite the same gentleman now, huh? Right, Jeff. And that's another thing I wanted to touch on, obviously, is the dog, the bounty hunter drama that's been going down, right? Your dog, he just wanted to get involved and wanted to try and revive his career. Maybe he's passionate about it. Maybe he wants to help. I mean, I can't say what's in his heart, but does it seem that way? Not really. I mean, he went back on what he was saying because for whatever reason, you know, he's a flip flopper, like we've talked. We know about those flip floppers, don't we, y'all? But yeah, saying that she's loud, that and almost justifying that maybe because she had maybe yelled at him, probably for being a complete dumbass, justifying this because it signals that she's being vocal. Bitch, no, dog the bounty hunter. Dog, no. Don't put your fucking hand over my mouth. If I'm being vocal, I'll be vocal if I want to. There's no justification for that. You don't squeeze somebody's face and you're being vocal. Hush, you know? I mean, damn, no, do not do that, right? Like the things that he said, really, when you actually just break it down, it's disgusting, and it's like a thing that makes me wonder, how did he treat Beth, or how does he treat women in general? If he thinks it's okay to do that because a woman's being vocal, I mean, you know, that's not all right. Some other things, like he was going along the path, you know, Gabby lived there, but my theory on it is that Brian probably painted her out to be a bad person with his family, you know, and especially after what's happened, he's probably just called and freaking out. Oh, it was her fault. It was her fault. When we all know, no, nothing could make this her fault. Nothing, not anything. And then, you know, here he's flying back because of that, right? And they're coming up with this plan or whatever. But I think that on top of that, the flights back and forth was to try and make it seem as if he wasn't there at times. And he came back and someone else had strangled her. I think that's what he was going with. And then as time went on, you know, I believe that they gave him a huge head start, much more than what they've said. the car being there at the park. I think that he had a head start, and I don't think he is. It's possible. It's possible. Maybe he done himself in. I don't think so. I think he's too big of a pussy for that. I think that he's a piece of shit that murdered a beautiful young girl that had such a life ahead of her. She cared about nutrition, cared about life, cared about love and caring. She, there again, OCD. Oh, excuse me, OCD. I have OCD. I traveled in a van identical to that van, guys, if you remember. We lived on the road for quite some time, and I know what it's like having OCD and being on the road. I talked about that struggle with you guys as we were on the road. How I would get grumpy and hateful about it because it's such a small space, and it would get absolutely destroyed, right? And luckily, Eric and I, we try to work together, and he knows how I am, and I know how he is. So, I mean, do you think that it would be okay because I maybe get vocal or upset about something to squeeze my? No, that doesn't justify it. And I just cannot believe that Dog the Bounty Hunter made that statement. I believe it's absolutely absurd, and he deserves what he's getting back for those comments. And if he didn't mean it in that way, it sure doesn't seem that way, right? How could you say those things and mean it in another way? In the way that it was bitter words, he could have chose, like, if he meant it some other way, he would have said it some other ways. That's just point blank. Okay. But yeah, so here we are today. They brought cadaver dogs out to the resort, and I'm just wondering where this is going to lead. Are they doing that to see if they can get a hit, to see if he done himself in? I don't know, because it's a possibility, but if he done himself in, it's not because of the guilt. It's because of the fear of going to jail, and he's this outdoorsman, well, you all have heard that part, he's an outdoorsman. That'd be the worst thing ever. And, it's what he deserves, not to do himself in. And I mean, an eternity of hell, I don't think is good enough for him and what he's done. Right. I've got to cut out the stuff, guys. It's been a while, so overlook that, please. And yeah, I'll get back with it eventually. But what else was it I was wanting to touch on real quick in this, just kind of introduction video for this case? Darn it. Oh, I wanted to give you my actual thought on what I really do believe. So he's an outdoorsman. I live in Kentucky, right? And I have a lot of family in Florida. And he had obviously that Appalachian Trail. It isn't in Kentucky necessarily. We do have an Appalachian Trail, but it's not, not the one in Tennessee and whatnot. But I do believe it's possible he could be somewhere, West Virginia, Kentucky, probably not Virginia, but definitely West Virginia or Kentucky. I could see him coming to an area like this, like a mountainous area where he probably thinks it's just a bunch of dumb hillbillies that don't watch TV and probably know nothing about him. And that'll be his biggest mistake if he has come anywhere near here, because I'm going to make sure that my community is aware of this case, aware of the beautiful girl that lost her life far too soon, literally, most likely at the hands of this monster. I watched the press conference. How many of you guys watched the press conference with the I'm hoping I'm saying this right, Teton, goodness, my brain just went whoop, the Teton coroner. I'm gonna call him a coroner. That's what we call it here. He was very, very basic on his information. We know she's not pregnant. We know that she was outside for approximately anywhere between 3 to 4 weeks, which is, it's just really upsetting and heartbreaking. And I'm trying to create my own timeline on this, just kind of shift things into the right order. And so that with our theories as we go, or with the evidence that is gained, we can throw it in there and add on and just kind of get a bigger picture and all of that, right? I wish that we could just pinpoint where he is and go get him, right? And who knows, maybe that'll happen. But now, you guys, I kind of give you my theory on what I think's a possibility. You know, he could have done himself in. His parents could have helped him, which I believe is 100% yeah. But just imagine those cops there in Florida. You know, here they were on the radio, barely talking, just a little bit of chit chatter, because they knew they had really royally messed up. I guess they thought they were going to find him immediately, and they weren't going to say much over the radio. But I want to hear from you guys. What are your thoughts? Does anyone have a theory that, you know, you can kind of throw out there that's different from mine, or just anything you guys want to talk about? Let's see. Hi, Nikki. All is forgiven. Yeah. But so that's kind of like for now. I am going to do some of my old school videos where I just sit down with you guys. It's just me on a video, evidence, and educated discussion. So I'm excited for that. I have videos. Listen, it's sad. I have really good videos that I put together, and I just never put them up. I went to Florida, and I've done this whole documentary. I kind of need to put it together and clean it up more. But I don't even know if I'll post it, because it's just, I love being passionate and wanting to help in the middle of something like this where it gives us all purpose, you know, and we can all feel like we're helping and in it together and lifting Gabby up and, you know, trying to get one step closer to finding the big bad guy, right? I don't know if you guys have commented any or anything. Let's see if I'm scrolled all the way down. I think I am. Yeah, but that's really all I wanted to say in this live tonight. I didn't want to make it too long. It's almost been 30 minutes. And for my first actual video back that's not just complaining or something, I think it's pretty good. And it's about something that I have really attached myself to, and I figured that all of you were in that same boat. I know that our group, it's like we could all be siblings or something, right? And siblings fight, siblings don't always agree. But yeah. And Sadie said she loved you too, by the way. She was over here reading some of the comments whenever I let her say hi. But I think that's about it, you guys. I love you guys. And I really, truly am glad to be back. I just want it to be like, you know, the old days when we very first got together. It's so good to see you back, a girl from Kentucky. Oh, thank you, Jenny. Like I said, I really am glad to be back. But I had to do it, you know, when it was right. I didn't just want to force it, because then you're not going to get anything good out of me, and it's not going to be worth watching. If it's forced, if it's for any other reason than, you know, wanting to help in a case, or wanting to be with, you know, with the internet, or being able to be there for you guys, and just the passion that I feel, again, you know, that's what brings me to you guys. That's what brings me to these lives or to the videos that I make. But I'm in Florida right now. But I'm in London, Kentucky. Oh yeah, I remember Jenny. Well, girlfriend, at least I think. Let's see, keep fighting, girl. Come back, your grace. Oh, thank you so much. You're just so sweet. You have no idea how much that means. Enjoy your time in Florida. I know we did when we went. We didn't get to stay very long, but Florida is beautiful. Let's see, I really did, and enjoy your content. Thanks, Pops and Sass. I enjoy all of you and your opinions. I really do. Let's see, when it's right for you, it's worth the wait. Oh, thank you, Emma. Hello, Danny C. But yeah, I see so many creators force it, you know, and force the content, or allow, like, you know, people to come in and tell them, you know, you need to do this, you need to do that. And the Mimi doesn't do that, right? So we're going back to that. We're just going to do what we do. You'll see me more, Paige. See Paige, I promise. Alexis, getting my hair cut, but I missed you. Oh, I missed you too, Alexis. And I hope your hair turns out really pretty. I know it will be. Y'all, look how long my hair's gotten. Look at this stuff. It needs cut probably. And it's hot out here, hotter than Hades. Look, it's almost, well, you can't really tell. Let me climb up on the hill here. See, it's almost touching my reary. Well, it is actually. Reary, what kind of comment is that? Thank you so much. I miss you. Come back on. I'm down here. Take care of mom. You don't have to make me last year when I lost my husband. We love you, girl. Come back. Oh, I love you too. And I'm really sorry about all of your loss and struggles. Life can really bring us down sometimes, and it's important that we be there for each other. Like I've always said, life's supposed to be based off of love. It's not always, but that's the part that we can do. We can make a difference in who we are and how we treat others, right? But we can all get caught up in bad things, and not even realize it. Let's see. Eric needs to cut it bald. Oh my God, shut up, buddy. That would be the most, I'd be so ugly bald, y'all. Ooh. My face is too round for baldness. He told me the other day, I don't know how many of you know who Danny Duncan is. He's a YouTuber that makes crazy content. It's entertaining, so. But anyhow, he told me he was going to cut my hair like Danny does at those tours, like how he does the old man haircut and like balds the top with the long. Ugh. Could you imagine that? You know what? I was just thinking about Laundrie missing, that they have not released any footage of him driving the Mustang to the, Danny, that's what I was thinking about. And then I started looking into it and see there was, supposedly a camera near the park wherever he, just kind of abandoned it, right? And apparently it was supposed to have been recording the car there or whatever, and he was supposed to have, I think they said Florida state law, it has to be there for 5 days to be considered abandoned and whatnot and be removed from a property. The parents, we know, went and picked it up. As far as I know, I'm assuming that the FBI got that footage. But I don't know for sure. But that's what was insinuated on some of the coverage that I had checked out and information I looked up. Let's see, you have beautiful hair and a beautiful soul, Brittany. Oh, thank you, Emma. Let's see, I'm 2 blocks away from the family, Northport, Florida. No jokes. Oh my goodness, girlfriend. Let's see, it has been a circus down here. It is sad to see how this family has done this girl. Justice for Gabby. Yes, absolutely, justice for Gabby. I know that they also removed the beautiful Gabby shrine of flowers and photos and just all those beautiful items that people brought there for her, and to remind them, hey, this girl lived there with you guys. Look how affected people that didn't even know her are, and you lived with her. But because your son is the suspect, you don't care, really? That sometimes not saying anything is much worse than saying something. The sister come out and spoke and really didn't shine a good light on any of them. Let's see what else. The parent, like how the father acted like he really wanted to help get his son caught. Like I said, I'm not 100% for sure that he even drove that car there. But if the FBI does have footage of the car, then most likely, I guess they've got that. And maybe that's actually why they are searching there. But who's to say that it wasn't just like one of his cousins that really looks like him or something, right? Because they've got distinct features, the men in that family. And I would imagine it's possible that his other family members could resemble him, which I am digging, you guys, for some more content to go along with this so that we can do our best to expose the dirty laundries. And the dirtiest laundry of all, Brian, and bring them out of hiding if at all possible, and just, be relentless. That's how you get people to break, and that's how I believe the only way that the truth will ever come out of that family, right? Let's see, it's been a circus. Okay, I read that part. Amen. Yep, but I love you all so very much. I've missed you terribly. I was thinking about our song that we used to listen to every time, and how sweet it was for the person that made it to make it for me at that time. I still appreciate everything, despite all the craziness. You know, it's YouTube, right? Hey, girl, long time no see. Hello, Love Rains. Yes, absolutely. Long time no see. I'm so glad to see you guys, though, and speak with you. Either I'll get a video put together, or maybe we'll go live again tomorrow and do it in that format where we can talk like this, because I always have enjoyed, being able to read your comments and speak to you guys directly. I think that's just it's important, It's important to me that to take that extra step, to get your opinions, to hear what you have to say. But yeah, so I love you guys. I've missed you terribly. Mwah. See you soon. Toodles. Mwah. We so very much look forward to seeing and speaking with you very soon. Oh.